Is a backroom deal in place for Boise State's next president? BSU has been searching for a new president since March of 2025, when Marlene Tromp resigned and left to become president of the University of Vermont. Jeremiah Shin has been serving as interim president, and the search committee has been working with an outside firm to find and vet candidates. On Monday morning, Boise State put out a press release outlining the next steps in the search, but tucked into a paragraph was an important revelation. Shin is no longer on the search committee. Though this was framed as a way to free Shin for interim duties, sources close to the situation have told the Gem State Brief that Shin is making moves to secure the position of president full-time. These rumors help explain why Shin has been making high-profile moves, such as the State House blitz on NIL issues last week, the recent combination of the colleges of education and public service, and leading the search for a new CFO. All of these steps are significant and should be reserved for the next president to take office, rather than initiated by an interim caretaker. Even more concerning, however, is Shin's ideological track record and his full-throated support of DEI initiatives. Shin has donated to a variety of Democratic campaigns and special interest groups, including Joe Biden in 2020, the DNC in 2024, and Act Blue as recently as 2025. In 2022, Shin authored an article titled Social Justice in Student Affairs Graduate Programs, and in 2019, he co-presented at a conference focused on service and activism as higher education outcomes by, quote, cultivating graduate students as activists, end of quote. The Idaho legislature passed legislation last year banning DEI initiatives and programs at state institutions. But a January 12, 2026 report from the Legislative Services Office found that the Boise State's Institute for Inclusive and Transformative Scholarship may not comply with this legislation and is in possible violation of Idaho law. As interim president, Jeremiah Shin is directly responsible for this failure to comply. We believe that Idaho's flagship university should be led by a competent president who is dedicated to Idaho values of faith, liberty, and academic achievement, and not be another liberal transplant who bows to the woke Marxist ideology that has swept educational institutions across the country. If you agree, please reach out to the State Board of Education or to your local legislators.